is a brand new snapshot in town, Snapshot 22W43A. This is the second snapshot for either 1.20 or 1.19.3. Some things are going to be in smaller releases this time, like probably some menu changes and things like that. And they're going to do those releases more often. But then we also have some stuff for 1.20, which will be the next major release. Starting off with the Camel. The egg has changed. I forgot that camels came from eggs. No, I'm just kidding. The Spawn Egg, the creative Spawn Egg, has changed, and so the color is a bit different. And the actual animation of the camel has changed as well. And 22W42A, the legs would be opposite. So the front leg and the back leg would meet in the middle. And now, the front leg and the back leg are locked in place. So they move the same way on the same side. Apparently, that's how camels are in real life. Could have gotten past me. I would not have known. Something I totally missed last week is that camels like cactus, right? Okay, yeah, you like cactus. Not cactus green, which is just green dye. That would be weird. Can I put this in your little slot? No. So you can breed them with cactus. Lots of people mentioned that in the comments. Thanks for keeping me honest and updating me about how this all works. It looks like, can I like get them to follow? Maybe? Yes? Yes! Yes! The power of the cactus, yes. There's also been some hanging sign changes. Like that sign right there. Ooh, my. It's so good. Last week in Snapshot 42, we were able to put these hanging signs on fence gates. This week, you cannot. No matter how hard I try, no matter how much wait a second. Oh. I was like, wait, it's working. There we go. No matter how hard I try, I cannot attach it. It makes sense. Like, right, signs are supposed to hang from something, and fence gates are weird. You could still open the fence gate in the last update, and it would break the sign, like it realized that there was nothing there. But I mean, just looking at the model. Also, this one's broken. Wow, I can see through you. There's nothing there. Are they all broken? Are they? Oh, they're all like that? You know, you develop something and then you break something. Oh, those work. Wait, I just happened to grab the one that was broken. The things I do for science. They're all working except for bamboo. I guess it's because it's a new woodish type, maybe. They just forgot all about it. I will say that this is kind of, this entire snapshot is kind of a minor, smaller snapshot. We're not getting new mobs or anything crazy, but they have updated the creative menu again. Last week, they updated it. This week, there's even some more updates, moving some things around. I'll just point out some of my favorite things. Nature blocks is now natural blocks, and some of the most used ones are right there at the top. That is great. Also, they've started putting things that are used together, but may not necessarily need to be in this menu, next to each other. An example is the skulk sensor and white wool, and the tripwire hook and string, right? String really is not a redstone thing. I mean, same thing with white wool. Like white wool? Like seriously? Like you can't compare that thing. You can't use white wool for most redstone. But you may want to use it if you're also using skulk sensors and wireless redstone. Same thing with the tripwire hook and string. If you get a tripwire hook, then next item you're gonna get is gonna be string. So they put it right next to it, even though it's not necessarily like I don't think of that as redstone. They rearranged a lot of items as well. One example being rail now starts with like normal rail. And I think that that's somewhere else, isn't it? Maybe I was thinking of minecarts. Minecarts are here, and now it starts with a minecart, and starts with a minecart. It's like the most basic thing going to the most like advanced thing, or more used to less used. One thing that I think is awesome! Like seriously, I'm freaking out over how finally this happened, is now anything that has the 16 colors is in a gradient orientation. Amazing, like chef's kiss, developers. Seriously, thank you. Before, you would get like is random. Basically, it wasn't actually random, but the colors were in their own like sort of number system that was kind of old and legacy, and now all of the colors. So let's look at these stained glass and glass. Right, it starts off with just a gradient from white to pure black. Then you kind of got brown. That was kind of thrown in there, and then it goes from red to pink in a rainbow, right? In the lowest wave form of light, and to the highest, not quite actually, but this would be how you would put it down if you were just doing a gradient. So if I need to get this gradient of stuff, I can just come in and actually grab all of these in the correct order. Fantastic. Love it. Another change to the creative menu that is really, really nice is there's a few things that have been added that have never been here before. Dragon eggs can now be found in the creative menu. You can also now, here, let me see if I can find it. There it is. The spawner. Oh my gosh. Was almost impossible, okay? You had to do the give command, or you had to do set block to spawner. I love that this spawner is here. I'm gonna get more into the spawner in just a second because I have a lot to say about the spawner. And there's one more thing. Apparently it's in functional blocks. Here it is. Ominous banner. So this is the banner that you can get from killing a pillager. And this one is unique because it has more layers than are possible in a normal banner. Right off the top of my head, I'm going to look this up later in editing, but I think you only have 6 layers, and this has 7. So you couldn't actually make this in Minecraft. So if you wanted to give it to a person, you basically had to spawn in a person, kill it, and then get the banner, and then you could give it. So now you can just go into the creative menu and grab it. Okay, back to spawners, because this is pretty cool. I love spawners. This will make map making really easy. You can kind of give them away. I love this. And hopefully, let me just double check here. So you can actually change the animal inside of the spawner by hitting it with a spawn egg. So not only is the actual spawner block itself super useful, but it's also really, really easy to change out the spawner. Is there a pufferfish in there? Oh my gosh, it's so itty bitty. It's like the tiny little pufferfish. He's so cute and adorable. So spawners, I don't know why this wasn't added before. It's here now. So happy about it. It's very easy to use. So if you want to use spawners in your builds, just remember that you can just smack them with a spawn egg, and that will change the thing that spawns from a spawner. Now, if we're in the mood, Minecraft developers, of adding more stuff to the creative menu, why don't we add the debug stick? Where is that thing? There's a whole bunch of stuff that could be added, including command blocks, barrier blocks, light blocks, structure blocks, and I'm sure that I am missing a few. All of this would be great to add. I could see adding it to the redstone category. I don't think it needs its own tab. I'm happy with all, with no more tabs. We don't need any more tabs, but a super creative menu. Basically, all these things that are hidden behind commands would be awesome to get. Okay, enough with the creative menu. Get out of my face. Creative menu, smack smack. Now we're going to move on to some gameplay changes. One of which is that splash potions of... I don't know how to spell splash. Splash potions of water can now put you out if you are on fire. So, if you find yourself on fire, you can now use a splash potion of water to put yourself out. Obviously, you can still use normal water, water buckets, all that is still here, but this is actually awesome, and I'll tell you why. In the past, if you happen to be in the nether and catch on fire, you could not, here, let's really catch on fire, you could not use a water bucket to put yourself out. Now, you can use the water bottle to put yourself out. You did have the ability to put down a cauldron and then put water in the cauldron, and then you could put yourself out by getting into the cauldron. But who's gonna carry a cauldron and a bucket with you? And then also, normally you're freaking out or fighting something or something's going crazy. Trying to fit into this cauldron is not easy. So if you find yourself on fire and you happen to have a water bottle, now you can quickly put yourself out It's way faster than basically any other method. You don't have to pick up anything else. I do wish that water splash potions basically stacked, because right now they don't stack. You can only have one in your inventory. Maybe this is going to be the excuse to make the splash potions stack, because it would be really nice if they could stack instead of you just carrying one around with you. This also works. Oh, come back. There we go. On son of a gun. This also works on mobs. Oh gosh darn it. Okay, come on. Just no. Hit him with the. There we go. Now he's out. So getting a mob to like actually land in water could be difficult, and so hitting them with a splash potion is a lot easier. Shields have also gotten a buff, which I'm very excited about. Basically, they are able to block explosions a lot easier. And different types of explosions. So in crystals, exploding beds in the nether, gassed fireballs. I'm going to show it off here with an in crystal. Notice that my hearts are at full. I have this little contraption here to shoot an arrow into that end crystal. And if it explodes, it didn't give me any damage. Now, if only this is true. Is it true? Oh my gosh, is it true? Is it true with creepers too? Oh my gosh. That is awesome! This is true of beds, respawn anchors, obviously the end crystal, the creeper that just exploded. I love this. It makes shields even more powerful here. Let's get into ghast here. There you go. Hello. There we go. I am on fire, but I didn't take any damage from the actual. Where is he? There he is. From the actual explosion from the fireball. That exploded somewhere else. I'm not taking any damage. This is awesome. Player reporting has changed a little bit. So player reporting is in the menu over there. So I can start a player report, and I can select, the messages to report. Yeah, get out of here with your done message. But there is now, so if I start to say like something over here, I can actually back out of this and save it as a draft. So save as draft, and then I can like play around, talk to my friends, say, or I could like use tell, stop it, and I could do whatever the heck, and then I can also go back in and what just happened? My game crashed. Okay, it doesn't look like it's broken anymore. Well, normally you can write something, go back, save as a draft, and then go back to writing it. And this will stay here as a draft until you leave the world or close the game, which is kind of nice. Now, let me see. If I save as draft and then I do the same message, will this crash everything? Am I good? Am I good? Okay, I think we're good. No, we're not good. Okay, it crashed again. We were done with that anyway. That's basically all the in-game stuff. The final thing is that there are new skins in the launcher. So you can either click this little pop-up temporarily. I'm sure that will go away eventually. Or you can hit skins, and you have all of the new skins in here. So we have the traditional Steve and Alex, but look at all these new skins that they said were coming, and they also have names. So we have Steve, Alex, Zuri, Sunny, Noor, I'm dyslexic, so give me a second. McKenna, Kai, Effie, and Ari. So there you go. And that about wraps it up in today's snapshot video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please make sure that you subscribe for future videos. We're going to be covering all of the snapshots. Maybe not all. If it's really boring, I mean, we might not cover it then. But please subscribe for future videos. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the new changes to Minecraft. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!